Well, Atlanta is now Super Bowl town with hundreds of thousands of people here for the big game.
Yeah, one place that will see a lot of sports fans is, of course, the Georgia World Congress Center, which is hosting the Super Bowl experience. Good Day's Paul Milliken is checking out one of the cool exhibits there this morning where fans get to actually watch how footballs are made. I was there the other day, got to check that out. I think what would be better for you if there was an exhibit that taught you how to catch and throw one, though.
Yeah? Like I said, all I care about this morning is that I make a football with my face on it and present it to you for Christmas. All right, that's what's going to happen. Perfect. The Paul Milliken Wilson exclusive football. It'll go for millions on eBay. Yeah, Buck, you know this is a really cool exhibit. So look, you see footballs all the time, but we never think about how they're made. And I thought it was a totally automated process. I had no idea that when you see a football used in the NFL, it is handcrafted. There are people that are working on these and making them into really beautiful kind of little works of art. It's fascinating. This is Mike Keeney with Wilson. Great to see you. How are you?
Great. I'm doing great. Thanks for coming by.
My pleasure. And by the way, you're welcome for getting you out of Chicago. It's a little cold back at home for you, right?
Exactly.
He thinks we're all babies here in Atlanta, you know, shutting down schools for 20 degrees. Let's talk about the Wilson Football Factory. This is a great chance for people to really see what you do, and it is a like 90% handcrafted process, right?
It is. We have our football factory in Ada, Ohio. It opened 1955. Yeah. We have about 100 workers. We have the capacity to make about 700,000 balls, about 3,000 balls a day. But there's 25 steps that actually go into making the NFL football, and 90% of those are actually handcrafted type positions.
It is incredible. You've certainly perfected it over the years. So let's walk through and go through the stations here. First of all, we start at sewing. What's happening here?
Yeah, so what we're doing here is the leather comes in from the factory. The leather is logoed. It's cut into panels, color matched. White lining is put on the back side of the panel. Leather itself will stretch, so the lining will hold the shape of the panel. Okay. What Katie's doing here is she's actually sewing two halves of football together. So prior to this step, we've sewed two panels together, two top panels, two bottom panels, and now she's sewing the two halves together. You'll see that there's an opening in the top. The next step will be turning the football from being out or inside out to right side out.
Okay, so this next step is called turning. What's exactly happening here?
Yeah, so what happens is that material, the lining in the leather is extremely stiff, and it's designed to be stiff because you want to hold the pebble in the leather for the football, be able to grip grip the ball better. We're putting in this steam box here, which goes to 125 degrees. It adds moisture, so it makes it easier for Jim to turn the ball.
And that's the job you want in Chicago in the winter, be near that steam box right there.
That's a good place to be.
All right, so it gets turned inside out. Then we got to lace it up. That's next, right?
So we have a small opening that's left in the ball. That's never actually sewn closed. And what Deb's doing here is she'll insert a bladder into the football. She pulls the valve out so it holds the valve in place, and then she's going to hand lace the ball.
And I heard her say earlier that she could do it in like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Is that true? Nod your head if that's true. I think you and I need to do a race later this morning. I want to see how fast I can do it. Who do you think is going to win?
For Paul.
I go with Deb.
I would go with Deb too.
Years of experience on you.
She does too. Okay, so then it gets laced, and what happens after that?
So after it's laced, I'll give you a chance to take a look at the ball. So the ball is laced up, as I said. This lace holds the opening closed. You can see here the ball has some rough edges. Seams are not flat yet. It hasn't taken the shape that we want it to. So the mold that Jim is using, that mold is the exact same shape of the NFL football for play. And what happens is that mold closes. It's a cold mold. That mold, we then insert 120 pounds of air pressure into the bladder, and it forces the leather and the lining to take the shape of the mold. This process takes about a minute, 50 seconds. It'll take it up to 120 pounds. It'll slowly bring it down to 13 pounds, at which time the mold will open and the ball then goes through an inspection process and a buffing. As I said, we have 25 processes in total in the factory. You're seeing just 5 of them here.
That's incredible. Every one of them is really amazing to watch. Mike, thank you so much for letting us be here. We appreciate it.
Well, thanks for coming by.
And coming up in the next hour, we're going to end the process with the custom etching over here. So again, Buck, this is where we can get anything we want printed on a football. It's basically like a big laser printer. The football goes in and they etch it on there. So, you know, close-up of my face, maybe just my eyes, so my eyes are always watching you on the football or something like that.
I got a new pair of steel-toe boots. I can't wait to try to kick that thing through the uprights. That'll be perfect.
2 separate corners.
Let's make it happen. I want to see it. I know you can't kick a football either.
There they go. There they go. Separate them, please. Thank you, Paul. Again, the Super Bowl experience is happening at the Georgia World Congress Center. It's open from 3 to 10 p.m. today and 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday.
And coming up tomorrow morning, our good friends at Canine Assistance are getting into the game with a special event this weekend. Paul will have a live preview of the Puppy Bowl 2019 at Fetch Park, Atlanta. 8:37 is your time.